Lecture 3. Okay, here are the exam areas. I've told you that there are going to be 5 areas in the examination. Well, you were suggesting there would be 4, and you could choose 2 questions out of it. I'm suggesting there ought to be 5, and you can still choose 2 questions out of it. Here are the 2 subjects: infrastructure of IT businesses and database issues of a modern company. Here are the contents of this lecture. Before databases, you had filing systems. You might have even had lists. You might have seen this as a traditional database. Each department makes its own database, and so you get a waste of time and money, essentially. I mean, it's useful for the individual department, but you get fragmented customer data, don't you? Because it's spread around various departments. Okay, let's have a look at this. Now, here's the basics of a database. Design and creation of a relational database. Databases equal T plus R plus F. That's the golden rule, perhaps. We know what a database is. A structured set of data held in computer, accessible in various ways, says the world's most trusted dictionary, the Oxford English Dictionary. Let me just turn that down a bit. Okay. Basically a store of information. Probably you all used one in the last 7 months. Those who sent Christmas cards kept data, that's addresses, in a store, an address book, before writing cards and envelopes. My godmother, Auntie Phyllis, sent me birthday and Christmas cards every year of my life, so naturally I sent them to her too. Auntie Phyllis Barber. When I break this down into database terms, I get title, Auntie, first name Phyllis, last name Barber. Title here is a field, but then first name is a field and last name is a field. Writing the envelope, I get address 1, 10 Downing Street, address 2, Whitehall, city, London, and postcode. Now if we look at this again, these are fields. I could set it out in a different order so that title, first name, last name, address 1, address 2, city, postcode, all of those are fields. Now if I take this particular set out, what have I got here? 7 records. There they are. So far our database has one table which was made up of records which were built up from fields. There's a record. There's a field. And here on the edge here is a table. So here's the golden rule of databases again. Databases are made of tables plus records and fields. We see here, this is the foundation of a database. So, databases are made of tables. Tables are made of records. Records are made of fields. Okay. So back to the lecture. want to design a database, you start off with tables. If you want to fill your tables, then you go to forms. If you want to ask questions of your database, you go to queries. And finally, you want to show your answers, and you do that in reports. DBMS is a set of programs that control creation, maintenance and use of the database. They allow organizations to put control of database development in the hands of database specialists. Database concept, you could see a hierarchy. A field, made up of characters. Record, related to fields. Table, a set of records. And a database, perhaps one or more tables. On the form you completed in the lecture room, there were how many fields? How many records? How many tables? How many databases? Without data and the ability to process it, organizations couldn't successfully complete business activities, couldn't pay employees, send out bills, order new inventory, or most important, produce information to assist in decision making. Although there are a number of different database models, you've got flat files, hierarchical, network models, the relational model has become the most popular, and use of it continues to increase. Alright, let's go back to a definition of a database. Okay, there it is. Now I'm suggesting that you study Dunnhumby. Type this into Google and then study it. Here are some of the details you'll get from it. You should stop this and then record these features or take note of them. Here are some more things from Dunnhumby and Tesco. Database redundancy talks about duplicate data in multiple files. Data inconsistency, lack of flexibility, poor security, lack of data sharing. I bring forward bright young things. Why? Because this and this happens to be Jack Barnett from Bright Young Things. Right? This is Jack Barnett whatever. Alright, I'm going to finish here. Oracle currently is the market leader in general purpose databases with 43% of the £15 billion dollar market. It suggests, says the Oracle Chief Technology Officer, that companies constantly looking for new ways of gaining competitive advantage and reducing costs by trimming business processes. Look at this with regard to Asda or Walmart. 260 terabytes of information. 100 million people go through its doors every week. Just take this on board. I'm going to stop here.